So we
just
started.
a little insurance if this blows out.
Yeah. Here's our current assault on the table. We started up there April 1st, but we've been next door at the other mine since about the 14th. And now we're back, and this is our pocket layer that we have exposed. And this is probably one of the craziest assaults I've been a part of on the pocket table. As you can see, we have an old pocket stacked here, and over here we've got your classic porcupine going on. It's a lot of steel. Right here is a double wide cape, followed by another cape, followed by another cape with a small ninja off to the left of that other cape to try to run the crack a little bit. And then around the corner here we have
I'll lay it right here on my...
So as I was saying before, when my phone died, this is another stack that we have in it. This is a mega pocket. That pocket goes in there quite a ways, probably over to where the yellow head of that sledgehammer is. So we got a stack there too, and there's been some progression. As you can see here, there's a really nice lift on this big chunk of table, so hopefully cross our fingers and see what happens. Legend. Okay, here we are at the Ace of Diamonds again. In the last video I showed our crazy assault that we had on the table. There's the legend at work. Here's that stack that's in a flooded pocket. And if you remember right over here, kind of where the sledgehammer is, this is where we had that insane porcupine stack. And as you can see, we moved a good chunk of table, and this is actually the second chunk of table that we've moved since we tore down this wall. And the first two lifts were pretty good sized pieces of table considering, and so far we've missed. We haven't hit yet, but Ron is setting a fresh cape that we have, and we still have this piece of steel right there, so we're putting in another sister cape. Then we got this piece of steel, and we have the pocket stacked over here. But this big nub of rock is what we call a toe, and these things will really hold you back when you're trying to lift. Get him tightening up the stack. Nice. And then, sorry about that, Siri interrupted me, but right down there at the base, right below Ron's foot, there's another cape as well.
I bottomed that. That went in so easy. I never thought it would that quick. It lifted.
So, we'll update again in a little bit.
Well, there it is.
Pocket.
Couldn't ask for a better lift. Good job on the stack, Frank.
Thank you. Sweet. Pocket reveal. Now it's about opening it up and seeing what's inside. I'll be back. So, status update on our Ace of Diamonds project. We had, as you can see, we're having gorgeous weather today. And here's our claim, which is taking on water quite fast and consistently. Here's another crazy porcupine stack over here. We missed on all of the lifts over here, but we're lucky to get into one right there yesterday. It is pretty big, maybe approximately about 3.5 feet. And we've cleaned out the side there and we're currently stacking it. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow, I almost hit there. But there's the stack. Pretty sweet, and it's cracking. We're gonna blow that side off and then we'll be able to get back in there and maybe get a few crystals. Sorry we didn't get a video yesterday, but it was the end of the day and the conditions were cold and really wet. But I'll try to get a couple crystals that come out of the back for you guys. Update in a little bit. Yep. So we got it partially open, and here's another block to open it up a bit more. There's the top of the pocket. As you can see, it goes pretty far back in. So hopefully we'll be pulling some crystals out of the back chamber in a minute. Well, here's the swamp monster. That's whoever underwater. Here's the pocket. We got it open a little bit more. Some pocket mud in the bucket. Some crystals over here. But this pocket is actually quite massive. Let's show you. And it goes back, way back. See that soft clay? It's still going over there. Over here. I mean, this is pretty big considering it started way out at the front of that dome. You can tell where it started. We're gonna have to open it more. I'm sorry I can't keep the camera rolling, but this weather sucks. But here's some of the crystals. This is a really pretty sweet larger stone. This is a cool natural cluster. So yeah, and it produced pretty well yesterday, and you know, nice material continuing to come out of it. So we're gonna stack it again. We've got it clear around the dome here. We're gonna blow a little more roof off it so we can get all the way back in there, and I'll do an update on overall size and whatnot. Pretty fun one. It's good to get a big one. We've been kind of on a trend of smaller things lately, so this big one has been a nice change of pace. Yeah, well, here's the end of this big pocket. I said I would do an update just to show the overall size. It's another wet day here at the claim, but take a quick look just so all of you enthusiasts can see. Sorry, I stopped the video. Okay, here we are. So you can tell this is, I mean, you figure that it started out like here at the edge, and the fact that it's this big and goes back as far as it does, that was a pretty impressively sized pocket. I'll try to give you a little more of a close-up of the interior. It's flooded now, but pretty cool. I'll try to do a little video clip of at least one of my favorite crystals or something that came out, and I'll tag it onto the end of this video for you guys. But Ace project with Ron, 2017, successful. So here we are at the house, and I was washing a bucket of well, starting to wash a bucket of mud from one of mine and Ron's pockets, and I dumped it onto the screen and started gently rinsing it and noticed how riddled with crystal it is, and so I wanted to capture a quick video of this crystal cake on the rinsing screen for my memory and to share it because it's pretty cool. I'll get in closer here and you can just see crystals just around this side. Is pretty interesting too. The light's not as good over here, but you can just see them like stuck all in the side of the big birthday cake on the screen. Pretty cool. This one, right? It's right here. I don't want to pull it out, but I'm gonna gently continue to rinse it, but I thought that was pretty cool. Crystal cake. So I think this is my favorite single out of that big pocket. It's just basically a mega gem at about 3 inches, give or take a little, and although it's it has some wisps and stuff inside, I mean this is just an exceptional, larger, extremely clean Herkimer. Probably one of the biggest crystals of this quality that I've ever found. I mean, you just don't, they usually start having horrible fractures and different things as they get to be about this size, but as you can see, not this stone. And that's actually, I think those are sulfide inclusions right there where it barely touched the matrix on the back side. I mean, this is just an impressive stone to hold in your hand and roll around and to just look at the sheer size and clarity. No contacts to other crystals. Couple minor little spots of chatter along the edges, but very, very, very minor for a crystal this size, and considering the pocket conditions. This pocket was full of rocks, and so overall, great job on getting it out in good condition. But yeah, there she be, a straight jewel. Could dig a long time and not get one this big, this clean, so feeling pretty blessed. Ace of Diamonds, Ron and Frank, spring 2017.